everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Crusaders going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Sliding out of the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
No. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot.
Operating from the gun. Brennan. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. to throw on second down. Brennan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Dobbs now on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Detroit, back down to that Philly. Here we go. Over.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Play fake here on 1st down. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Gun, Dobbs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fresh set of downs here, so the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Buying time to his left. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing here, Dobbs. And this will be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second down, Dobbs under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They run the counter now on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. The play fake. Brennan. And this one's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun. Brennan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Back to throw Dobbs. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the drill, and otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Dobbs. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Being chased out left. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Dobbs. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! No. Check! Patriot!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Throwing on third and long. Brennan. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Come on, let's go!
Here's Dobbs to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go!
Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And to give this time to the tailback. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a third and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would...
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Throwing. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tim Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Play action, they'll throw, and he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Nice footwork at the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
No. Check. Patriot. Right, here we go. Patriot. Green. All right, now. Leopard.
Operating from the gun. Brennan. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Dobbs. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Brennan. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. 1st and 10. Brennan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brennan. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chain.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Off play action. Brennan looking deep for Elliott. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brennan. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's brought in by Johnson. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue. All right, now, look at 50. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Off the play fake. Brennan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brennan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Brennan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his perception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Back it up, Billy. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now let's go. Back it up. Detroit. Detroit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Time to the tailback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Checking the NFL scoreboard. They're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And the Vikings have scored again to extend their lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That one completes. Elliott. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick. His 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, they're always trying to get him the football.
They'll set up a throw. He'll hit Whitaker on the flat. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.